2 weeks ago, photographers went wild capturing shots of bioluminescent algae from Asian to Tetra. The red tide by day and glowing wonder at night is now back and thicker than before. Indian photographers Peter Whiter and Tony Wards of Double Take Photographics, along with the photographer David Rogers of Tetra, met in Eden to try something a little different on Saturday night, October 6. They used drones in the day to assist in the search for a location where the algae is most concentrated and tucked away from any artificial light. Hidden photographers Peter Whiter and Tony Ward of Double Take Photographics, along with the photographer David Rogers of Tetra, met in Eden to try something a little different with their cameras and the algae on Saturday night, October 6. Dave grabbed what he called his bio bucket and skimmed a bucket full of algae off the top of the water, Mr. Whiter said. The group took turns in capturing glowing blue waterfalls that bounced off the rock as the bucket of bioluminescent algae was poured out. It was unbelievable fun, Mr. Whiter said. The video also showed the effect of the hose spraying water onto the algae, causing it to light up. Although when the hose is sprayed back in its initial path, there is no glow. Mr. Whiter said the algae only lights up when physically disturbed by something. He believes the algae then replenishes itself over time using energy and chemicals which produce its bioluminescence. It needs some sort of disturbance for it to glow and become luminescent. But then the energy is gone and it has to be replenished. It needs some sort of disturbance for it to glow and become luminescent, but then the energy is gone and it has to be replenished, he said. It is almost as if it charged, so the small lapping waves on the shoreline will keep it active. But if you throw a rock at it, it is though the battery will go flat, it goes nothing. Mr. Whiter's photographic interest of the bioluminescent algae lies within the natural moment. He admires the algae as it floats in the water, sparkling it then washes up against wharf, pylon, and the shoreline. For me, what I want to capture is the algae as it washes up on the pylons and struck it like twinkling starlight. As far as what we did on Saturday night, though, was something different. It was amazing and incredible fun, Mr. Water said. The group passed on some tip about capturing the algae in the low light setting of the night in the Eden. Ideally, the wharf isn't that great because there is so much artificial light. We were having a conversation thinking how great it is to be as a tourist attraction if the council turned off the light there for one night, Mr. Rogers said. The photographers were shooting at very low shutter speed, Mr. Whiter said. His exposure was between 6 to 10 seconds. It is important to set up your camera down on something whether there is tripod or a milk crate. I also shoot with a aperture that was wide open, which tend to let you shoot a little bit faster with the low shutter speed. It is important to set your camera down on something whether there is a tripod or a milk crate. Mr. Whiter said that the larger the sensor is in your camera, the better is the quality of your photo. We were all using full-frame cameras in high ISO setting without getting too much grain, he said. Recently, Mr. Rogers' photograph as the rain began to fall on the luminous algae went viral on the social media. The image Mr. Rogers captured at a lagoon in Tatra was a flock, he said. The algae sort of aggregates in clump. It is easy to spot in the daytime, but as the we were all using full-frame cameras in a high ISO setting without getting too much grain, he said. Recently, Mr. Rogers photographed as the rain began to fall on the luminous algae went viral on social media. The image Mr. Rogers captured at the lagoon in Tetra was a flock, he said. The algae sort of aggregates in clump. It is easy to spot in the daytime, but as it slowly began to rain, it all just lit up in the little lagoon. It was a absolute fluke as it was then gone the next day, he said. It is great being able to share with other photographers around the and to promote the South Coast, which has so much photographical potential. Photos of Eden's bioluminescent algae has been shared to Bioluminescent Australia Facebook group. generating interest to the area.